From East Point to Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead, dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Big Mason, E-Glade, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long runs, athletes and sports junkies. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the boss. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.
Woo! Look who back. Yes, sir. It's your boy. It's the Crush. Right here. Live on the Crush Sports Network. Doing what we do. It's Thursday, 8 p.m.
Hey.
It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a dope
It's
beat.
been a week, man. Just been a week, man. Stop it.
It be feel like forever, though, when we miss 1 week.
It do.
It feel like a whole month
It
or
do.
two. When you miss 1 week, man, it feel like a whole freaking month. But we back, man. So much went on, dog. But first, man, how you doing, bro?
No, first of all, how you doing? Because
Hey,
all the texts and everybody, man, Glade, man, yeah, like, hey, man, listen, man, he fine, man. The guy's doing just fine, man. So tell the people you're doing fine so they can stop texting me.
First of all, shout out to all y'all with the love, man. Really appreciate it, dog.
For sure.
It was a what they call a procedure. Cardiologist wanted me to make sure I was all right. They do this thing now where they can see your whole freaking heart by going through your wrist. They go through your wrist, dog. There's a little spot right here where they went through my wrist to go to my heart. And it was, man, I was there at 8:30. You know, the longest thing was just waiting. I was in that back room for 27 minutes and they sent me back out. Then I had to sit again for 4 hours just to make sure I was all right. But man, thanks for the love, guys. I'm good. Actually 40 pounds down, which has been good as well. So
Sure, man.
Doc's very happy.
So next year I can sign you up to run the 5K with me.
Yeah, I'm doing 5Ks. My goal is to be with you next year. You know, my wife in the Peachtree this year with y'all.
Okay. Shout out to Jen. Let's go.
I'm gonna do a couple of 5Ks. I'm looking forward to it. So I can't wait to do some 5Ks. But yeah, man, let's get it at this time. But man, dog, I swear before you, I know what kept me going. These sports been sporting, man. It's been sporting, dog. I swear. The draft last night,
bruh, it's the reason we're always gonna have a job, because this industry gives you so much. And if you just sit back and relax and let the industry do what it do, come on, man.
Dog. So what you want to start with tonight, man?
So let's keep it local. Let's start with the homeboy. Old Ace Bailey, Prada McKeechin, who basically was trying to pick his own spot. You know, he was telling people don't draft him. He didn't work out at the combine. Just all of this crazy stuff. He had just whatever, man. But yeah, so I don't think he really wanted to go to Utah, but he had his little presser last night. But Emmanuel Glaze, my question for you: who Ace Bailey think he is?
You do know who his agent is, right?
I do know who his agent is.
For those that don't know, his agent last name is Cooper, who the same guy who had Tia's daddy and Sharif. I think
Tia and Sharif daddy.
That's his agent,
right?
And I'm telling you now, I don't want to get I don't want no problem in these streets because he's up here in my area. I don't want no problem in these streets. But I just know a lot of eyebrows were raised when they found out that was the agent that he was going to.
Right.
So for those who don't know, Ace did not work out for Utah. Basically, he was like, "Hey,
he work out for nobody."
He said, I'm not working out for some teams. I know where I want to go. I'm gonna talk to a few teams. He reached out to teams, say, "Will you pick me at this slide?"
Right.
So he trying to detail where he wanted to go before this draft. But he don't understand. Utah, somebody called Danny Ainge, who is super petty. He's been petty since he's been at BYU.
Super petty.
And they selected him anyway. A dream of millions of basketball players around the world, dog. Millions. And he had like he didn't want to
Only
be
30 guys get drafted in the first round.
He looked sad. He looked distraught. Like I didn't want to go here. It looked like he was about to go back to Rutgers again. He just looked like he was hot. And I'm sitting there like, dog, you haven't played one play. And we see it is honestly, dog. I saw him at Kennesaw when Kennesaw beat Rutgers, and Rutgers had those two. Rutgers had 2 out of the top 5 picks, dog.
Without a doubt.
And Kennesaw beat him. But I saw him and I was like, he's good. He's gonna be. He got a lot to learn. He got a lot of things. He got to get some weight up in his body.
Yeah.
Shot Pat. Yeah, Pat. That's a good procedure, man. But yeah, man. It. All I know is.
What up, Marlon?
I hope.
Yeah.
This isn't a train wreck we're going to be watching. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
He's only 19.
Right.
If that, he might be still 18. I don't know.
Might still be 18. Hadn't turned 19 yet.
I just hope. But I see a lot of our people who know this kid, who knows the area, who's always talked about him. I just hope this ain't a match made in hell with this whole thing. But hey, maybe things will change. Maybe he'll get in Utah and he'll get around our boy from the Hawks back in the day who re-upped and got his contract extension. Collins, JC. It might change.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on all this, dog?
It was just crazy. So my whole just overall take, just watching the draft, all of these guys are so young, 18 and 19-year-olds. So I thought about, as I'm looking at the draft, and I'm realizing a lot of these kids who went lottery may never see the floor in like year one. You think about Reed Shepherd, who was the 3rd overall pick for Houston. He logged no NBA minutes last year. He played his entire rookie season in the G League. So these guys just don't develop. You're drafting 18, 19-year-olds, and you're probably not going to see them catch on to maybe they 21, 22.
Yeah.
For a few, they may be out the league. They're going to be doing a lot of bouncing around. The NBA and college basketball really need to get together and come up with a way. These guys need to stay in school 3 years. But it's like the longer you stay in school, Amon Bako played 5 years of college in North Carolina. Can't get in the NBA. It's almost like if you play more than 2 years of college, you're no good.
And that's the sad part. I mean, you would think. I thought when NIL came into play, more kids would have stayed around a little bit longer, got themselves a little bit better. But it seemed like it didn't. It's still the same thing. We still got, and the doctor told me to calm down with my with my emotions for a while. But I swear the culture of AAU has made a lot of kids think they're gods without even.
Yeah.
That's why we see in a championship game, in the NBA Finals, a lot of players that won lottery picks.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of players that was in the NBA Finals that meant the most and did a lot. I don't know what Shai was. I don't know the drafts like that. I think he may have been.
He was like, this Shai's, this is third team.
Yeah. So
this SGA's third team.
So I look at this and I'm like, these kids think they come in like we owe the world. Now everybody was popping everybody had the bling. I'm looking at it. I'm getting old because I'm looking at all these guys with these big chains. I'm like, well, that's a lot of debt y'all walking around with. y'all hanging out with a lot of debts y'all renting. Y'all got a lot of debt just before y'all even played one play. But maybe you got it from your NIL money. Maybe I'm missing that.
Yeah. Or like say, hey, they'll front you. Everybody will front you, but no, they're gonna recoup.
What that word again? Recoupment.
Recoup. Yes.
And I just looked at it, man. I'm just like, there's no size. Like I said, and what happens is they have.
All the guys look like they were still working.
Yeah, like they're still young, like they're ready to do something.
They are now. They're getting ready to come into a grown man game, Emmanuel. And it's just like some of these guys are gonna be 2-3 years and they're gonna be gone. They're gonna be overseas playing, and maybe they'll get a second chance. But the NBA and the NCAA, they got to get together and fix this thing because, I mean, it's bad. And that's why so many overseas guys, I mean, they come in there more ready than our kids because our kids are not developing.
Yeah. 3 Duke guys got picked in the top 10 and they didn't win not one championship last year.
Yeah.
It's just the stuff I saw. But going back to Ace, man, I really hope the kid have a great career. I've heard great things about him from other people. But sometimes you got to be careful with the circles you walk in.
Yeah.
Everybody, because what they say, your skin folks ain't always your kin folk or your kin folk.
Your kin folk, right?
Yeah. So I just hope he enjoys this experience. Everybody can't do this, and like you say, man, there's a lot of big 3 players playing because they couldn't, they thought the career was different.
Yeah, man.
But I hope so. I mean, Ron Harper's son, he looks more happy. He's going. Where's he going? Second pick, he went.
I forgot. I was saying that. Now the draft was so lame.
Yeah,
because it's like you can't get excited for these guys because you just don't know,
and you don't know what they're gonna do. You actually, I think, and we'll talk about this a little later. I think the Hawks got probably one of the best picks at 23, an old kid from Georgia that's gonna be there. Let me ask you this though: everybody see Cooper, he going to Dallas. Mason, let me say this. We done with Ace real quick. I want to ask you this.
Yeah, we done with Ace. Yeah, we're done with Ace. Yes.
Does Cooper, the number 1 pick?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking scenario because they got a lot of injured players on Dallas that can get hurt in a minute. But if everybody stays healthy for 60 to 70 games, does Cooper make Dallas a top team in the West?
No, but Cooper probably couldn't go to a better situation because most number 1 overall picks are actually come in and be the savior of the franchise.
Right.
Cooper Flag doesn't have to do that. Cooper Flag can come in. He can learn from Kyrie. He can learn from AD. They got kind of a veteran squad going on over there in Dallas. So he doesn't have the pressure that a Wemby, have, or like some of these other number 1 overall picks. He gets to come in and he gets to find himself because now you got to worry about AD. You got to worry about Kyrie. It's so many other things you have to worry about in Dallas before you get the Cooper Flag. So he actually probably this couldn't have worked out better for him.
Best team he could have went to, dog.
It couldn't have worked out better for him. And I saw what Carmelo Anthony, he was on Paul Pierce. He was on not Paul Pierce, but Playoff P.
Mm-hmm.
What's my man Playoff P?
I know you're talking about.
In Philadelphia now, was with the Clippers.
I'm looking at his face right here. I can see his face.
I'm drawing a blank now. Paul George. Paul George.
Playoff P.
Yeah, he was on Paul George's pod. He was talking about how, now the word is, guys don't have a bag. He was like, man, Cooper Flag, what's his go-to move? He don't have a bag. But like Melo, he 19.
Yeah.
Melo, if we keeping it a book, you didn't have a bag when you came in. You had that jab.
Yeah.
You was a bully. So it's just crazy, man. These guys got to let these guys develop because he's not going to be asked to be the savior in Dallas, and that's good for him. That's good for him.
I'm looking up the potential starting lineup for them because they, like I said, everything. The thing about Dallas that everybody can see is that they got the talent. It's about can they stay healthy. I mean, that's the big.
I mean, AD and Kyrie.
I mean, here's you got Kyrie, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis. It's in who was the other guy? And Daniel, they talking about Daniel Gafford.
Right.
So they got a size, they got shooting.
Right.
Flash gonna be able to. You couldn't have said it any better, bro. I don't have to be the guy to save this franchise.
I'm not the savior, baby.
I get to watch champions around me,
right?
Who won the ring, who got rings. There's all kind of rings in this starting lineup right now.
I can soak up game.
Now I don't have to worry about double teams. I ain't got to worry about everybody going crazy on me. I can float. I can be I'm 6'10" at the 3.
Yeah.
So now I can help on defense. I can cut screen. I'm gonna be wide open for shots because Kyrie gonna drive. AD gonna do what he done.
Drive and kick.
So now I don't have that pressure, which is I've always said what made Tim Duncan have a great start out to his career, Maceo.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Robinson.
Had David Robinson. Couldn't have went to a better.
Yeah, Sean Elliott.
Marlon, stop that cap. He wearing 32. He wearing his high school number. He not wearing 23. Stop that, Marlon. Stop it, Marlon.
He wearing the magic number.
You don't even own any LeBron shoes, Marlon. So stop that. Stop that.
Oh man, but yeah, man, I think this is. I'm actually looking forward to because he ain't gotta have. Tim Duncan, as great as he is, he came into a place where he could just be the guy right beside.
Dude, right.
Yeah. You got the Admiral there. You had Avery Johnson at the point. You had
Avery.
all this around him, and he became the great guy. You give Cooper time around Kyrie and AD. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna look really good, man. I think that's gonna look really good for the guy.
I can dig it.
What you got, dog?
My next story for you, brother. Former Baltimore Ravens kicker Justin Tucker has been suspended 10 games by Roger Goodell and his crew up there in New York at 545 Park Place. If a team, of course, he got cut. He's a free agent right now. But if a team decides to sign Justin Tucker 10 weeks, you will be without that guy. Your thoughts on that, Emmanuel?
Man, go ahead and get you another kicker, dog. I mean, I'm sorry. Nothing against kickers. If I gotta wait 10 weeks for a kicker, we in trouble. By 10 weeks, if I ain't got a kicker by then, we in trouble because we're gonna need the NFL now. Kickers are very much needed. They kick your extra point is 30-some yards now. So you gotta have a kicker that can kick 30 yards off the jump.
Right.
Hey, man, go ahead and get you a kicker, boy. Hey, maybe next year when you get off this suspension. What did he do again? Was it massage parlor?
Yeah, he was at massage. He was taking advantage of the masseuse industry.
Yeah.
So
we got 10 games. Hey, I'm sorry, Justin. You can take a year off, dog. Just go ahead and clock out. Go ahead and clock out for a little bit.
But the rate of kickers. At some point, once he's off suspension, it'll be a team who's gonna be like, "Hey,
of course,
we might need to kick the tires on him because I mean, once upon a time, he was one of the most clutch kickers in the
I'm gonna post that up there
in the NFL."
Yeah, Patrick, I see you, Pat. I see you, Coach.
I see what you did there, Coach. I see what you did. Marlon, stop sending me stuff, Marlon, during the show. Stop. Don't send me that, Marlon. But, yeah, the nature of the kicking position, they're here today, gone tomorrow. So, tough break for old Justin Tucker. But, I mean, hey.
But like you said, though, it's going to put pressure now. You got a kicker that ain't doing his job.
Oh, yeah.
That's because he's going to be practicing. He's going to be kicking. He's going to be ready.
He's probably kicking now.
Yeah.
Just stay out of massage parlors, big dog.
Yeah, man.
Stay out of massage parlors.
But that thing dangerous, boy.
Yeah, man.
I remember when Jerry Rice was caught running out one with a towel on.
Hey, man,
Robert Kraft.
When did the massage industry get this so much scrutiny, man? Like, you just going to get a massage.
Everybody going for. Hey, man. Hey, everybody getting in trouble.
Where did we go wrong?
Everybody getting in trouble, man. He didn't keep it tucked in. I like that, Coach. I'm gonna keep that one,
That's
close
nice
to the
word right there.
I'm gonna keep that close to the vest. Make sure we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I want to ask you this question because we are in a microwave or a quick society. Every time we can't even get out of the damn championship game.
Yes.
And we already talk about
goats.
I don't want to even. I hate this word, but outside of goat, the other word that I hate.
Yeah.
Can we let a team win one championship before we use the D word? Or we say dynasty?
Dynasty, yes.
You say, what are they massaging? Hey, man. Hey, so Maceo.
Yes, sir.
Can we at least let Oklahoma City celebrate this one first?
Yes.
Because we are only one championship in. Everybody say get to be a dynasty. If dynasty was still around, there wouldn't have been 7 different champions the last 7 years.
Can these guys have the entire offseason to be NBA champions? Can SGA and his crew, can they just walk around with the O'Brien trophy? Can they just soak up the love? You know, can they enjoy football season, being the champs? You know, they're gonna go to football games and you know, everywhere they go. Let these guys enjoy the championship right now. We don't have to put a label on everything. And again, I blame all of yous because yous continue to watch these shows and y'all will share that stuff 35 million times, and it gets embedded in people's brain, and we have to declare a team. Oh my God, this is the greatest defensive team ever. SGA is the greatest young champion ever. We do all of these things.
Yeah.
Let these guys enjoy the moment. We have to enjoy moments more. They shouldn't even thinking about that till next year when they get the ring. You know, they had a little ring celebration. They lift the banner and then they have to defend their title.
Yeah.
Let them go through that entire process. Let's not try to pencil them in as a dynasty because they're not. They are the 2025 NBA champions, and let them be that.
Let your young man he got sunburned in the trophy ride. So let him get used to that. He got to get used to some heat. Let them get used to it, man. I just think this, man, whenever we see a team, today's NBA is so finicky with trades and free agents and players who come back that ain't really ready to take that next step. The dynasties might not be here for a while because people are still trying to move around and do different things. I'm not too chill with the dynasty stuff. Can we? I know it's a topic and everybody want to do it, but let me get two first before we start using dynasty.
Yeah, man, go back to back.
Can we get that before?
Are we gonna ever see a three-peat?
Yeah, that thing ain't been done since.
Can we see somebody go back to back?
Yeah, it ain't been done since '98. The last back to back was Golden State. Yeah, that was the last one. We talking dynasty. We barely getting one championship, and now we start throwing it up. Remember, a few years ago, everybody thought Denver was going to be a dynasty.
And again, I blame all of yous. All of yous, I blame. Because according to yous, Tatum and Brown were going to run off the next 4 championships.
That was another team. Oh, this young squad, and they ain't nobody going to be able to stop them.
They're going to be right back. Pencil them in. That's what all of you said.
That's a great question, Marlon. You right, man. Hey, thank you, Gene. We really appreciate that, man. Hey, but we got to give love to it, man. They gave us a lot of love too. So shout out to
my boys, man. They're my boys, man.
Hey, do players care enough to repeat though?
Woo,
because they do get mighty satisfied with one. They get satisfied with one. That's a great question, Marlon.
So I've always said this, and you can kind of elaborate on this because you went to a high school that won back-to-back state titles. The climb. The climb is the toughest part to finally get there.
Yeah.
And once you finally get there, it's like you start thinking about all of the stuff you had to go through to get there.
Yeah.
And now when you come back next season, it's a different kind of hunger because now you got one.
Yeah. And you know,
now, guys change. Perspectives change. That same team will not be back. It's going to be 1 or 2 guys who are going to probably, get Hollywood. Like, hey, I got mine now. Now let me go get the bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, dog, because we grew up in an era where players wanted to be the greatest every year.
Yeah.
I don't want just one. I want one. I want to lead that court.
Yeah.
We have gotten to, and LeBron said this, and I know everybody went off the crow about ring culture. everybody just don't want to be Charles Barkley. They don't want to be this guy. They just want to win the one. They can say, I'm a champ. I got mine. It's not the same mentality of I'm gonna take this thing over, dog. I'm gonna do that.
So stay right there where you at, Emmanuel Glaze.
Yeah,
because that was the same kind of. We were having that conversation, ring culture. I like that word. I got to use that. So that's what sparked that question I made the other day about who had the better career,
right?
Iverson,
right,
or Pippen,
right?
Because you got one guy who has 6 rings,
yeah.
who nobody acknowledges today.
Yeah.
And you have Allen Iverson, who's an icon, drug a team to the finals, was an MVP.
Yeah.
So when you're an MVP, you're the best player in the league. You have another guy who never won MVP, and when Jordan left, I mean, hey, say what you want.
Yeah.
He didn't lead them back
and
to the promised land. So when I like that word, Glaze, ring culture, because is it the ring? Or is it, when we look at the totality of the career,
yeah.
Is he just a better player because he got 6 rings?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the type of thing where, and you mentioned it, that's a great point, where I hate to sound old at 51, but these young guys don't have that. With the whole culture of also make sure with what they say load management, where you got agents saying, "Hey, you don't want to get hurt too bad."
Yeah.
We are in a culture where we're buddy. We're trying to hop up. It's a lot of stuff that we ain't doing to want to say we're going to be the champions next year. We're going to take over. Reason why, and I always say when we go to any game, you can tell the guy's career by when he's introduced in front of audience. So Iverson come to a Hawk game, you think Michael Jackson walked through that room because he getting love like it's nobody else. He's changed culture. I look at the SGA, and you brought up a good point. The MVP does matter a lot because MVP said I was the best player in the league.
Period.
So when people say 6 rings, if I ever looked at the whole Michael Jordan thing, it wasn't, yes, he had 6 rings. That's a team accomplishment to me. It's those 5 MVPs that matter to me more. He was the 5 MVPs that got me. I look at Kareem with 6, and I look at those are the ones I look because at that time you were the best. They saying, dog, you were the best player in the freaking league.
Out of all these guys.
Yeah. Kareem is honestly the ultimate team.
It's a team accomplishment.
Look, I tell everybody, we talk about my high school. I had to, one of our guys, Garrison Hurst, he was the best player on the field, probably the best player in the state of Georgia, one of the best running backs in the country at the time. But guess what Garrison Hurst didn't do? He didn't play defense. In high school, this was a small single-A town.
Right.
Where everybody was like, well, dang, he should be playing both ways. He played one way, and because it was a team game, we know we needed him fresh.
Right.
Same thing about the great Jordan. His second stint, he wasn't guarding the great guards. He was like, that was Ron Harper's job. That was his job. You know what I'm saying? So the ring culture got me kind of confused because that's all everybody wants. So now once we get the one ring, make sure they be like, yeah, I'm Gucci, bro.
You can't put me in that conversation.
Look at Giannis. As much as I love Giannis, he got that one ring and kind of like, I mean, he's still a great player, but I didn't see that hunger.
You can't call me Charles Barkley.
That's it. He's like, I got mine, dog.
I don't want to sit on a panel.
Don't put me in Karl Malone. Don't put me in Karl Malone's and Barkley's. I'm not them.
I will never forgive a lot of you guys for letting Draymond go on and on about how he is so much better than Barkley because he won a chip. But get out of here.
It ain't even close.
It ain't even close.
I saw a young kid looking at Barkley highlights, said, man, I didn't know. I said, I know. We know you don't know because Barkley was him. Barkley could really take the ball off the rim and go. 94 feet and dunking your face. Barkley
At
held up the
6'4".
MVP.
At
He held up
6'4".
the MVP.
He playing power forward at 6'4".
And I hate to tell y'all, look at that Phoenix team. They had some good players around Barkley when he went to the dang championship. They were okay. Yeah, exactly. Marlon. He said, I ain't Pat Ewing. I got my ring. But
Yes,
these
man.
guys were ballers,
Yeah.
man. These guys were ballers, dog.
That's what we, because about, I tell y'all this all the time. Y'all we got a ring. So by y'all logic, what was my man that won the Super Bowl? Trent Dilfer is better than Dan Marino.
Yeah, that's what we're going by.
I'm just saying, 'cause he got a ring. Brad Johnson is better than Dan Marino, because Dan Marino didn't get a ring. But y'all, GTFOH.
Yeah. Hey, Gene, real quick on Gene's question, Maceo. Why hasn't Broom been picked? It's one of the things that Maceo said earlier. He's a little older.
Yeah. His game doesn't translate to today's NBA.
He's 6'9" that plays the 4. He's a true 4.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. He likes to go in there and bang.
Really put the ball on the floor. Don't really have a jump shot. Like, his game is really in the paint.
He's a Morris twin type player, because we got a chance to see him when he came to Atlanta.
Well, yeah, we saw him in the Elite Eight. Yeah,
he was in the Elite Eight. So I'm not saying that he'd probably be a good pro. I just don't think he's
he'll get in somebody's
he's 25. That's a big thing too. He's a little older player.
Yeah, see,
he played what, 6 years, 5-6 years?
He played too many years. We just talked about it. He played too many years of college.
And for some reason the league they want young talent that can take him longer.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a great one, Arla. He does remind me of Carlos Boozer. That's his type of game.
That's his game. And
he's an old school bruiser in this type of game.
And that don't work today. He can't spread the floor. he gonna disrupt your offense. Like, people running the corners, he trying to run the paint. Yeah, man, get out of here.
Yeah. So I think he'll probably have one of those 10 to 12-year careers. What's the guy that used to play? I can't think of his name. Bald-headed kid used to play for Chicago. He reminds me of him a lot too. I can't think of his name, but he used to play a lot. 6'8", 6'9", was always a true journeyman. But that's what reminded me of Broom. I think he'll go in. I think second round, somebody pick him up. And like I said, he'll probably be a 10 to 12-year player. He got that type of body. He
got to find a squad where he just fit what they do.
I mean, he's 26, 25, 26.
Yeah, man. He played a
whole
lot of years of college.
Yeah.
That's why I'm fun today.
Yeah. So great question, G.
Yeah.
What you got, Mace?
Your guy.
Taj Gibson. James, boy, y'all can tell. Boy, y'all read my damn mind around here, boy. Taj Gibson. That's who I was thinking about. Thank you, Marlon. Yeah. Taj Gibson. That's it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So your guy is still dominating social media. Stephen A. Smith is getting thrown around on all these social platforms for all of that yelling and screaming he was doing during the NBA draft. I know he's their go-to guy, Emmanuel Glaze. I know he's their go-to guy. But is it time to pull the plug on Stephen A. at events like this?
Until the cow's milk is empty, ESPN gonna keep sucking on that tit. That man still get millions of views. He makes people mad. There's no such thing as good publicity or bad publicity. All this is publicity. And as long as he gets them the ratings, the man brought his daughter on the show at the NBA Finals, and that thing it skyrocketed, dog. You know what I'm saying? So as long as this man get millions of views,
yeah, man,
this guy ain't going nowhere. And I just looked at it, man. I was like, that's what they want, man. But I do want to say this: the culture of hot takes is slowly beginning to fall out of people's thing, because people ready to hear actual sports again.
Right.
People don't want to hear you talk about the small guy who couldn't be a water boy in high school is getting too many views. People want to hear real sports again.
Right.
And I'm going to get to the point is keeping it. People going to say, all right, Steve, that's you. Honestly, next year will be the telling year for ESPN, because when Shaq, Charles, and Kenny come,
right,
Ernie,
Right.
People go, are they gonna keep the Stephen A? Ha ha ha, or are they gonna say, nah, bro, this is what
we gonna do
This
basketball.
what we want.
We gonna do basketball.
Coach Charles can make you laugh too, and know the game like nobody did.
Right. They're gonna be able to talk the game. I didn't even have the volume on, Glaze, and his facial expression. I was like, and so again, I'm like, let me just go to the socials. Let me go to the Twitter.
Yeah.
And let me just see. And they were going to town on Stephen A. But like you say, they have hitched their wagon to that train.
They've let everybody go. That's their guy.
Yeah.
That's their guy. And look, man, the NBA draft coverage, I couldn't get NBA TV. The NBA draft coverage on ESPN was horrible. It was like you said, I was turning it down. I didn't want to hear it. They got the little GM from Golden State from back in the day. I couldn't take it no more. It was terrible. Because they just running their mouths and they don't need no trades. They missing Wojnarowski. They miss Woj. Woj was the guy.
Yeah, the Woj. Shout out to Woj bombs. The Woj bombs.
Yeah. But it's just this guy, they gonna suck on that tit till ain't no more milk in that bit.
Yeah,
that be it. That be it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. That's
whatever, man. Whatever, man.
Hey, dog, we gotta talk about it, man. And I want to make sure I say his name. I haven't had a chance to meet. I think it's Unsi Salah, the new GM for the Hawks.
Yeah.
First, let's talk about the trade. You'd asked me 4 years ago, we get Kristaps Porzingis. I would have been smiling from ear to ear, make sure. I'm like, yeah, we get 7'2". He can shoot from outside. He can take you in the paint. Oh, man, I can't wait. I need to know, when you saw that trade, what were your thoughts, dog?
I threw down my device. I walked out the room. And I went and ran. I went and logged 3 miles. Because I'm just sitting here like, what does that guy bring to the table?
Oh my God!
How many games is he gonna miss? And in the middle of my run, it dawned upon me. I think about it, the 2 mile mark. I think Future was playing. ESPN was playing by Future.
Yeah.
It really triggered me and made me realize that Trae Young gonna ask out of here. Trae is going to.
Oh man,
ask out there, because when it probably hit Trae phone, he was like, "These folks don't love me, man. These people don't love me. Get me out of here." This guy gives us nothing.
Hey Dana, we don't need y'all to be sending us any work down here, man. Whatever.
Yeah. Keep him, Dana. Y'all gonna suck next year anyway, Dana, because Tatum gonna be out all season.
The guy came in.
I was thoroughly disappointed and dejected, dog.
All right. So he came in 2015.
Yeah.
He played 72 games his first year. This is with New York. Then he played 66.
No.
Then he played 48. This was with New York. Goes to Dallas. 57, 43. As you can see, the numbers are doing this.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
They're doing this.
He's never healthy.
34. Then he goes to Washington. He plays 17.
He's never healthy.
65. Then he goes to Boston. 57. 42. I'll say this. The Hawks, he's only 29 years old.
You called out a lot of years there, big dog. I ain't gonna hold you. But you called out a lot of years. That man been around.
I will say this like I said about Ace. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he shows up. He looks me at, I hope he look dead at me at the press conference and say, I heard you talking bad about me, dog. But numbers don't lie, dog. You 29. This your 10th year in the league.
Yeah, man.
You like you can't get your body to react right.
You can't get your body together. Yeah.
When you do play, you're decent. You can put up some points.
Dog has a very good skill set.
Yes.
Very good skill set.
He's got a skill set. It just you ain't gonna see it. How often you gonna see it? It's like a gift. It's like a surprise. Oh, it's gonna be like this. Porzingis starting? Oh, hey, what?
Hey, wait a minute. Time out, y'all. Time out, y'all. I gotta laugh at HO because HO crashed out the other day.
Oh boy, he did. He did make sure HO Horace
HO
crashed out.
Crashed out. If he had one of his patent cigars in his hand, he threw it down. If he had some of those nice shades that he wore, he threw them off his face. Your man's crashed out, everybody. It was a epic rant.
I thought we had to go check on him, dog. Like, man,
no, listen.
I thought we had to go check on HO, man.
The only reason I didn't call him because I was trying to get ice for him, so I had to take an ice bath. But I laughed the whole time. Say, HO is crashing out on the platform.
You know what? Sometimes, Maceo, you don't have to say that. You let other people just crash out. I've had my crash out moment. You crashed out. I saw HO crashing out. I was like, listen to this guy. I'm not jumping in
like, and then he said, oh, maybe they, never mind. I take back what I said.
Hey, man. I was just sitting there like this.
For the day.
I looked, I said, yeah, that man done crashed out on us, dog. Let him, go ahead and do that, HO. We'll just wait, dog. We'll let you have your time. As you can see, now, this is one of his, I can listen to people try to talk me into looking at this as a
man. That man probably got a cracked screen.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's what happened with Atlanta fans, man. That's how we feel, dog. We just want some good, make sense deals. Nobody wants to come here. We get them at 29, 35. That's when we get players, dog. What the hell?
Hey, man. I laughed so hard at HO Page that I kept going back to it. I need to laugh. I just go back to it, Page. I just laugh again.
Yeah. And then, like, we got
Jack. I love y'all, man. Y'all are wild. Y'all wild out here, man.
I asked a friend who covered the Hawks. I say, well, can you promise that Jalen's gonna give me more than 50 games this year?
He heard every year.
Jalen, here's his career stats.
Yeah.
His first year, he played 22 games. I think that was the whole G League back and forth. The second year, he played 70, 56, and 36.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's why I told fans of Onyeka, don't worry, he'll be starting a lot this year.
He's gonna get a lot of.
He's consistent.
Big O is gonna get a lot of time.
Yeah, Onyeka is gonna play all the time because he's gonna be
a lot of time. Now, yeah.
I just hope Anzi is out there making. They got the young fella from Georgia, who got some good things. And what's up with Atlanta? All of a sudden picking Georgia guys. When did that start happening? What's going on now?
They tired of hearing y'all whine and complain.
A first rounder in the NFL, a first rounder in the NBA. Look at Atlanta. We tired of missing Athens, which is only an hour and a half away. Y'all finally said we got talent down there. Let's go.
I watched Georgia in the NCAA tournament. I'm trying to figure out who they picked on that team. Y'all were yelling at everybody on that squad. I was like, bro, what are we going out there?
Yeah. But yeah, man. You know what? It's gonna be tough, and and you know what everybody gonna do with all this talent they think they bringing in. If the team don't win, you know what they gonna do, Mason? They gonna get on these social media and blame Trey. Trey ain't the guy. I done told you. I'm like,
that's right. Listen, and then
y'all gonna blame Trey.
Trey, y'all gonna see a headline: Trey asked to be traded.
He gonna pull a DeWanna Bonner. I'm ready.
Yeah, he just dropped dropped his ad with the Jordan, the Jordan 40s.
Got the new Jordans.
Yeah, he ready to get another market because at some point he's gonna say, "I want the opportunity to compete for an NBA championship." Luka made a run. I'm joined at the hip with Luka. Now Luka in LA, he in a way bigger market than me. Luka leaving me, dog. He leaving me.
And look, man, he went to the Eastern Conference Final with John Collins. I mean, they had a decent squad, but he took team.
Stepped on dude foot and hurt his ankle, and it just ain't been right. Yeah, it just ain't been right.
Yeah. So I'm we'll cover him. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I want to see the guys coming in. He's doing. So he's making moves. He's making some trade. I'm gonna give Ansi his chance. I want to make sure I say his name right. I get it right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Sixers just got Broom. Hey, thank you, G. Which is not a bad team to go to.
No, because I mean that other guy stay hurt. They need
he gonna get playing time.
Yeah, he think he'll guard. He think he'll guard.
He gonna get playing time because another injury guy.
Yeah,
another injury guy. Okay, mate. So can I add on to that before we go to your topic, bro?
Let's do it.
3 Achilles injuries.
Yeah, man.
All with guys with number 0.
Yeah.
All in the same playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've talked about injuries in today's sports like we've never. I don't remember growing up hearing. The only injury I heard with Achilles was Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah.
That's the only one I heard of. And back then, you get Achilles injury, you out. I mean, it was a year of some change.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, players are pushing themselves or not pushing themselves or not strong enough. They're not wearing the right shoes.
Yeah.
They're just not doing the right thing in this era because I've never seen where 3 guys pop that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not like everybody see the injury and they be like
immediately
Achilles. And it always usually happen when they say they got a calf strain.
Right.
So what do you think, Maceo, this is going through?
I do blame the shoes a lot. Because so many guys wear low tops now. Yeah. Once upon a time that used to be taboo.
Yeah.
In basketball,
wear low top.
Wear a low top shoe, but Kobe made it popular. His that sleek design of the shoe, and you see guys. I mean, I don't know if it's training. It's an overtraining. Do these guys get enough rest? I think if you look at it now, Halliburton and Tatum were on the Olympic team.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of games.
So they didn't get a lot of rest, even though Hadley didn't play a lot in the Olympics, but he had to practice every day.
Yeah.
So I don't know if those guys got the normal rest that they would usually get. Now, I think none of these new guys are gonna pick the jersey number 0. Nah, I ain't gonna wear that. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on wearing 0. Seems like that's bad luck. But I think the shoe, and then that wear and tear.
Yeah.
When these guys not getting their normal rest, because it always seemed like when these teams had these long seasons, they make these deep playoff run. They're doing it every year. Versus that team who 82 games done. My man been to Cancun, I've been to Rome, then been to Dubai. He ain't been on their court. So I think we had to start. Twan say they don't drink milk like we did.
and look, man, everybody got their own chefs. Big Mama ain't in the kitchen cooking like they used to. They don't eat greens like that no more. They don't hit that. They got extra kiwi and very fine food and low fat this.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all right to be a little fat. Get out there, get a little strong, get some muscles on you. I don't see a lot of muscles on the NBA no more, dog.
And Glaze, when they talk about these guys in this era now, and they're way more athletic than we've ever been. Bigger, stronger, faster. All of these things, but at the same time, it's like the extra work to support that. And I'm gonna always say this: recovery and rest are like athletes' best friend. I get laughed at about I'm not. I'm very active, and people be like, well, at your age, I'm like, dude, I take recovery serious.
Yes,
I take recovery super serious, and
ain't nothing wrong with a nap.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not no spring chickens, and these guys, like I say, they're logging so many miles on their body.
Yeah, and they're trying to hang out late. They're trying to party. They're trying to do everything.
They're doing a lot. Yeah,
you gotta take care of that temple, dog. And look, They can laugh at LeBron all they want to. He's 42 years old, ain't never had certain injuries.
He's still rolling. Because he takes
It's a
the
whole thing.
recovery part.
That's the
very
big
serious.
thing. Well, you better
Yep.
buy all these little hyperbolic chambers. They cute. Well, you better get you some rest, get you a cover and a blanket and some air conditioning, and
You
get
better
some
do
rest.
some stretching, get
Yeah,
some yoga in, some regular weight training. And see, I think too, and me and Cobal talk about this all the time. Cobal always says these guys don't lift weights properly. Like they're doing so much stuff with the band. Like when they warm up, doing stuff with the band.
They got all these bands and cute stuff, man. I'm like,
lift weights.
get strong. Let your
Get
body.
strong. Right.
You put for all the everybody know this. If you running 100 miles per hour and you ain't got no fat or muscles to help you when you losing all that weight, dog, where's it coming from? It's gonna eventually get you. You know, I just hate to see these guys laying on the floor and they just having. It's not a twisted ankle. Twisted ankle is one thing.
Yeah.
These guys are popping these Achilles. And like you said, they're faster, strong, but I don't see the strength. I don't see them proportional. I see a lot of lean guys out there and things that.
Cobal said outside. Cobal said he goes squats, and they like, you gotta stop missing leg day. Just because you're running,
up
and down the floor and all that, you gotta stop skipping leg day.
We're gonna get our girl Lily, man, to come and talk to us about that, man, because she trains athletes and she can tell us. And her athletes, knock on wood, they stay around for a little while. You know,
they doing a lot.
They pretty strong.
Yeah, they doing a
and
lot.
Coach Ball's athletes, they strong. So it's one of those things, y'all. It's one of those things. It's going to be something interesting to keep watching, man. I'm really looking at it. I want to see.
I want to see these guys change them shoes though. Like
get some
high tops. And like Marlon was saying, and we see it. They just have footies on there, ankles not taped up, none of that stuff.
We didn't leave. You can go to old school Jordan, the Kimbe. All of them, remember that when it was the All-Star game and Kim said he never dunked on it.
Up, yeah.
Where they was at? They was on the table with the foot out.
Sitting on the table, sitting on the training table, getting taped up.
Yep. Sitting on the table. Taped up. How do you don't know how to bounce off a tape. What is going on? That was like, I didn't step on the field, man. Hey.
Well,
hey, get the angle right.
We all know I was taped up.
Yeah.
We all know I was taped up. All the tape I'm using, so it don't even matter.
Gee, we're gonna jump all into that, boy, because we're gonna have an upcoming thing where we talk about today's students, man, and that want to. Because I was told some things, and we're gonna jump into this. You do know that they got a very big court ruling about NIL coming up, right?
Yeah.
It's huge, about another eligibility year for guys who I just learned some things from somebody that I just blew my mind. We're going to talk about that up to next week about that because I ain't never thought of it like that, but these kids are making so much money now. They tell me, why do I need to leave college if I can make $150,000 here?
Why you think, especially football players, why you think these dudes ain't in no rush to leave?
If I can make $500,000,
dog, a lot of these guys are making more money than when they get drafted.
Yeah.
Where they're gonna be.
So crazy. Yeah. Crazy. We'll talk about that, Gene. That's a great topic. We definitely gonna get into it. How entitled these kids are.
Yeah.
What you want to get it with, man? Yeah, and by the way, Dana, make sure tell about this. Tell about the black tape, man. Tell them about the black tape, dog.
Yeah, so really, it's Shane Walker's fault.
We played in college, guys. We played together for those who don't know.
Yeah, Shane Walker's fault that black tape was.
Now we only were supposed to wear white tape.
Yeah, we were supposed to wear white tape. So I had this bright idea. We were going to Fort Valley. We played a little Shriners Classic in Fort Valley every year. This particular year, we were gonna be the visiting team, so we were gonna wear all white. So I was like, Shane, you know what's gonna kill them? Black spat. We're gonna be the only people with it. Me and Shane get up that morning. We ride the dicks. Go get our tape. We don't let nobody know that we going black spat. We don't let nobody know. So it's time for the specialists to come out. So we come out, specialists come out, cause I'm tucked up. Greg Thompson just happened to look down at my feet. All he saw was black. He was like, son, what is that on your damn shoes?
Everybody else, white spat, white
Everybody
tape.
who spat it, white spat.
Yeah.
He say, son, he say, Cole, see, Cole. See, that's his problem, Cole. He think he on damn TV every week. It's his damn problem. So, you know,
And
boom,
we were
boom,
getting
boom.
at half. We were getting beat up that first half too.
We got beat up.
We were getting beat up.
We got beat up at first. But what brought light to the black tape? Shane Walker. So Fort Valley decides they gonna go to trips. They go to trips. So Shane is outside linebacker.
Yeah.
Shane need to bump out.
Just come on out there, Shane. Just go on.
Just go out there and get that furthers inside receiver. You got to reroute him.
Shane should have been out here. Shane up here. He right up.
Shane in the line.
He should have been up out here helping on that trip.
Should have been out there on that third man. So Alan Kelly basically going ahead and say, like, coach, we got 2 men trying to cover 3. Nobody see it. Whatever. We lose the game. So Coach Greg Thompson is notorious for, if you make a mistake, a big mistake in the game, when we do film review,
Oh my God.
he gonna when we walk in the meeting, that play gonna already be on. This damn Shane,
He went off.
Coach,
When I tell you he went off, our coach went off. Not only was he in the wrong position, but he had the wrong spat color.
Greg Thompson. I mean, like I say, we end up being the play already up.
We walk
It's
in
like,
like,
Shane Walker, what are we supposed to be in, right? Shane just look, he say, you know what the damn problem is? I got all these damn eyes in the sky, and can't nobody tell me that we got 2 men trying to cover 3. Shane, why your ass in the Shane say, he started trying to ask, get out, Shane. And let me tell y'all something else. If I see that black tape in this program one more time, I'm gonna kick all y'all ass off the team.
they didn't have to do it, y'all. They didn't have to do it. But
Here
here,
you go. Everybody looking at me in the meeting now.
we all looking at Mason like, man.
They looking at me.
Hey.
I'm like, so I'm like, I played a good game.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, I played good, coach. It was great for me. The black spat worked for me, dog. I don't know what's going on the other side. Oh, man.
Hey, man.
Oh, man.
Coach Green looked at my feet from that point forward every week.
I ain't seen an inch of black, an inch of purple, an inch of nothing.
Nothing.
White tape for the entire
No,
season.
we messed around. It was so crazy because we bought a case.
Y'all bought a big
black
case.
tape.
Y'all
We
went
bought
out
a
and got.
case because we were like, oh, we gonna do this here for the rest of the season. Bust out.
Mason had a whole big thing of tape for the next season, boy.
We got back to the door. I was scared to put the black tape on my wrist. I threw the tape away so fast.
So to your question, Dana, that's how Mason was with tape. He went and got his own tape that nobody else had.
Nah.
We have piles of white tape, Mason said.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, I mean, we were wearing all. So we rarely wore all white. We either wore white jersey, purple pants. So they decided we were gonna what we looked in our bag and we went all white.
If we would have made it,
gonna kill them.
If we would have made it a decent game, if Shane would have been covering his spot,
if Shane, and you know what? And Coach Willie fought too. Coach Willie got Coach Shane say. Man, Coach Willis say we were running 50 double bingo. 50 double bingo. Coach Willis, I ain't called that.
We be snitching.
I ain't called that.
Well, we used to be snitching in them room, boy. Hey, Coach Willis said Hey, I supposed to blitz from the corner. I ain't say that. Coach would be there like, I ain't tell him that, coach. You'd be like, yeah.
Dude, we have to do a whole. We need to do some series. We need to start getting the fellas together.
Yeah.
And just tell some of these stories, cause
now this almost
I
30
tell them
years.
sometimes, I'll be like,
this stuff is still up here like it was yesterday, dog. That's how it was. Jen always used to tell me we need to do a whole. It could have been a whole what these reality show back then. They did the Martin Wolverine back then, dog.
Listen,
we'd have been the number one rated show in the country.
It's Iris Hector checked in. We were down at Albany. Greg Folks, y'all. We Greg Folks, y'all. So we checking out the hotel. Now everybody steal the towels from the hotel.
Cause you gonna yeah. Maybe a little
soap. Steal the towels.
Maybe a little soap.
You in college.
Yeah, maybe a little soap.
Greg Folks walking to the bus like he in Little League. Now we got team bags. You put your equipment in the bag.
Yeah.
Greg Folks walking to the bus
with his shoulder pads.
With his shoulder pads and helmet in his hand. Bag full. Coach Thompson get on the bus. He said, I mean, I can't take you damn guys anywhere. Somebody stole a damn lamp. Everybody equipment in their bag. It's only one player carrying their helmet and shoulder pads.
Oh, I forgot that. Didn't somebody steal
goddamn folks?
Did somebody steal a mirror too? They were stealing lamps, mirrors. I'm like, y'all don't think people gonna miss this stuff? We had to sit in the parking lot until somebody fessed up to this stuff. We couldn't even go play the game because the hotel said they were missing lamps and mirrors and shit. Who steals mirrors and lamps? Who does that? We did. We stole mirrors and lamps. It's bad enough to get a pillow. We stole mirrors and lamps.
Hey man, Greg Folks was a whole way. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Oh my gosh. That's how
Man, we have some characters on that team. Now, that's what we got to do.
Yeah.
We got to start getting some guys together. We got to start doing some special, like, funny dudes.
Because our stories are just, there are stories. HBCU football back then was, it would get where you fit in, dog. It would get in where you fit in, boy. From the equipment to all that, man. Oh, boy, God. Hey, man, you got anything else, dog, before we leave for the day, dog?
It's time to go, man. I just was going to, before we went left, I was just going to throw out that shout out to Todd Bowles. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they signed him to a multi-year extension, man. Todd Bowles.
Shout out Todd.
Once upon a time, they were trying to run Todd Bowles up out of there, but
he built consistency down there, man.
Consistency. I did not know this. I'm going to leave you with this stat of the day, everybody. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in the last 5 seasons, they are tied since 2020. They are 6th in total wins in the NFL.
Wow. Michael Steve said we'd had NIL back then. We've been stealing mirrors and lamps. Michael, you know the guy that was on that team. They just still stole mirrors.
Yeah, some of them guys were going. They were going to steal.
They were going to steal.
Some of them guys weren't going to class.
Yeah.
Some of them guys on that damn wall. They were trying to gamble the meal money, so we got meal money. So we can get a little NIL money. It was meal money. It was in the form of meal money.
You gave us $20, but we thought we were rich back then.
Yeah, let me tell y'all something. It's nothing
we
like
a Gucci back then, but
broke college student, and they handed you an envelope
with some money
the game with that meal money.
Boy, you couldn't tell us nothing. Some was for gas, cause gas was like $1 or something back then.
Gas was like $1.05, so you could put 10 in the whip.
Oh, you good with the whip and go eat.
And then you had 10 to go eat good. We got some story. I tell people this all the time, Glade. When people ask me about like, why are you so patient?
Boy,
HBCU, dog. try registering at a HBCU.
Gene, I wish I could say we didn't have that, but they took Bibles, they took pillows. I think they even took a comforter one time.
Nah, Gene, they weren't taking the Bible. Now they probably didn't even know the Bible was like.
It was a couple of Christians in there that was still. They got a couple of Christians. I saw a few.
Them boys were taking comforters. That lamp was just. I don't know if it was the air in the.
And who told him that I'm gonna take? I guess he took it and he think I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna put my helmet and shoulder pads out,
right? Like
so I can have room in my bag.
Everybody equipment, nobody's carrying it. This is not Little League. We are in college. We do have travel bags with our number on
with the number on
it. Duh. Your number is on the back.
All right, man. We out, y'all. Hey, thank y'all for joining us, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for all the love again.
Oh, man.
Appreciate y'all. Make sure you're not with. You talked about something I want you to talk about. Love who love you. Love your people, man. Make sure you love your people, dog.
Let me tell y'all something. I say this all the time. 2 things. Love your people today.
Yeah.
Just be a good person. You never know what people going through out here in this world. And it's a clock ticking that we don't even see. We don't even know. Yep. So, man, y'all stop putting off what you gonna do, man. Go do it.
Go do it, bro. And with that, well, we'll holler at y'all next Thursday, man. Before
Marley, he had the lampshade too, Marley. He took all of it.
Yeah, he had the lampshade, dog. I think
he had all of it. I'm trying to figure out where he was gonna put in that junket dorm room because him and Paul Winfield had a terrible room, but I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. And like he wasn't gonna stand out in them. Anyway, all right, y'all. We'll talk to y'all next week, though. Peace.
From East Point to Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead, dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Big Mason, E-Glade, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long runs, athletes and sports junkies. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the boss. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.